Hello and welcome back to this second tutorial where we're going to look at a more advanced movement. Now to save a bit of time, I've already created my game called Advanced Movement, created my same object, same sprite, same room setup as last time, and we are at the stage where we now need to start adding in our code. So last time we looked at the built-in event systems. And these event systems in GameMaker are pretty powerful. They'll let us do a lot of things. It is a bit nicer to have some more control though and see how it works in other game engines. So first thing I need to do is create a create event. Now this create event happens every single time my character is created. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to add in velocity, and I'm going to set my velocity to 3. Like I did with my X and Y positions last time, changing it to 3 to get them to move by 3 spaces each time. That's in my create command. It happens once and that's it. The next part is, instead of using key down, key up, key pressed, I'm going to be using a step event. Step events are sort of like the tick on the computer. They're referred to as tick, run, start, lots of different names depending on what it is, which engine you're using. And in GameMaker it's called step. Effectively, it happens every single CPU cycle. So in the step event then, what I need to do is check to see if a key has been pressed. So I'm going to start off with my x-axis. So I'm going to say var to create a variable, x-axis equals. Now I'm going to use a command called keyboard, and I want to check a key. GameMaker has built in a virtual keyboard, VK, which has all of the keys you'd expect to see as you look through your keyboard. I'm going to go through and say virtual key, I want it to be my right key to start with, and I want to check to see if that's been pressed. Now what I'm going to say is, if that has been pressed, that's going to give me a value of 1. I want to minus from it the keyboard check, and the keyboard check this time around is going to be for, again, a virtual key, underscore this time left, which will give me my -1, and then I'm going to terminate that variable. So this is going to deter whether or not the virtual key has been pressed. And if I use a show debug message and I put in the x-axis, what will happen is when I run my game, down in my little output window down the bottom there, you can see a stream of zeros being produced at the moment. But if I press the left key, it comes up as -1. If I press the right key, it comes up as +1. It is able to deter which key is being pressed. I want to repeat this process. I'm going to copy it, I'm going to paste it, I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to change this from X to Y. Instead of right, this is going to be down. And the other one then, obviously, instead of left is going to be up. And strangely enough, yes, it does matter which way around you put these. If you wanted to invert the keys for your keyboard, so when you press the down key, you look up, you just swap around VK down and VK up. So now we know whether or not our axes are being pressed. This is where we put in our motion. I'm going to say x is equal to x plus, and then I'm going to say in brackets, my x-axis, I'll start with velocity, times by my x-axis value. I'm going to do the same thing for my y command. So in here I'd say y equals y plus velocity times, and this time, y-axis. And if I run that, I should have exactly the same motion, allowing me to move my character around. Now we can make it a little tiny bit cleaner. What we can say is, instead of having to say x and x twice, we could say x equals x plus equals, and y equals y plus equals. So that's telling it to take its current value, plus equals, and add this value to it. And what this value is doing is multiplying what's in my velocity from my create by what my number is in my x-axis. So that's how we get our positive or -3. So we could have in some instance then a way of increasing our speed or anything around that. Hope this has made a lot of sense. If not, leave me a comment, let me know.